quick note before we start. I've dropped the debut EP Ascension. It's the same theme as what we talk about on the videos, and I've done it through music. So if you have time, check it out. I appreciate all the support. Chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls, I need all of you to be aware of this soulmate phenomenon, twin flame, kingdom marriage, all these things. Okay, whatever kind of terminology you use, that's what I'm covering now. This, some people say the magical other, this perception that someone is perfect for you in every single which way, and all of this stuff. And really, what we know through life, right? Come on, like, all of us know this through experience. A lot of the time, to get something, it takes work. Okay, like, you have to cultivate it. To get an apple tree, right, you have to plant the seed, and you have to water it, and you have to nurture it, and when it's young, you have to look after it from the wind, and maybe have some kind of shelter around it when it's small and young, and everything like that. So this whole process of life takes work. So if we're under the illusion, I'm not being negative or pessimistic or anything, I'm just saying it's for our own protection not to believe in this theory of the soulmate and everything like that. Because what it does is you meet someone and then you start thinking, oh my god, they're the one, they're amazing. And it's like narcissists do this shit as well, right? I'm not calling you a narcissist for doing it. It's ingrained in you from when you're young. All I'm saying is thinking that someone is the answer to your problems and everything like that, or they're the one and only, is setting you up for a trap, right? So I don't personally think soulmates exist. I think souls can come together, they can vibe with each other, you can build healthy relationships. But how slim is the opportunity getting in nowadays society? How slim is it getting, right? Even these so-called happy relationships and stuff, a lot of them are doing deviant stuff to each other, and, you know, doing all this dodgy stuff. And there are obviously some healthy relationships still in the world. It can exist. So I'm just saying, don't put all of your, don't put all of your emphasis into, if that's the right word, into pursuing this soulmate and everything like that, right? Because what I've noticed is, by me taking a backward step away from things and stuff, which I encourage you to do, right? If you want to, of course. I just think when you're healing, it's a good thing. Is opportunities start to arise. Okay? More often opportunities arise when you're not actually looking. Okay? And when you're so focused on yourself and your mission and your goals and whatever, you can't really be drawn out as easily as it was before. Okay, and you don't look at these individuals as they're the answer to your problems, they're your soulmate and all that. And obviously, if you meet someone that proves you wrong and proves me wrong, then put it in the comment section. You know, if you've met someone, and that's what I want you to say to yourself. Have you met someone now? Because some of you have. Okay, have you met someone now that is decent, everything like that? Now, is it fair that you're still, I'm not saying it just because you're watching the video, but I mean, you still have affection towards a narcissist, or you still feel warmly towards a narcissist, and you've met someone else? That's not fair, is it? You know? So it takes inner work. So that's what I'm saying. For you to have a tranquil relationship with reciprocity and everything like that, I think huge amounts of character development have to be done for ourselves, so we are resilient. Not perfecting yourself for someone else, but actually becoming your best version, awakened, so you can navigate through all the fakes to get to where you're going. I remember someone said to me, about it's outside from where you expect it to be, right? Like someone who's meant for you and all of that, right? It's outside from where you expect it to be. Okay, if you do believe God is responsible, or you do believe the universe or whatever, then it's not going to be what's right in front of your face. I'm not saying it's going to be a long distance relationship or all that, but I'm saying it's going to be something that takes you by surprise, right? When you feel that authentic connection. But what I would say is, I think, look, you need to listen to me carefully now, right? I think narcissists have attacked the chosen one, empath and genuine soul, so much that the empath, genuine soul, not all of them, can feel that the love bomb is something like, even though you know it's deviant now after you've come out of the relationship, but you can feel like a love bomb is what you know to be what love is, right? Or to be what a good relationship is about. Okay, even because you need authentic connections in all circles of life. It's not just romantic relationships, but I'm just saying that you'll feel. It's basically what I'm trying to get at is, if you meet someone authentic, genuine, everything like that, you may find them rude. Think about this. If you're vulnerable, you're not awakened fully, and everything like that, you're going through your healing, you come across an authentic soul, you might find them rude, right? And it's not that. It's just like, no, they're being truthful to you. Like, they're being real with you. Okay? And it can, because these narcissists, like, gaslight and love bomb and all of that, kind of, narcissists are like beg friends. They beg at the early days. They beg to be your friend. They message you a million times. They're doing all this stuff, right? Then it gets you dependent upon it or used to it. Then they take it away. Right? And that's not what a relationship is about. So what I'm saying is, don't have this perception of this soulmate phenomenon with everyone you encounter. Okay? Like, what I want you to do, because I speak to people that get in repeat cycles, and I think the main problem with that is because it's so soon, so you don't recover. But what I do know from my own research, like, people that take time, say they run into another narcissist after, it doesn't really phase them. May get them momentarily for a couple of days, okay, but it doesn't really phase them, and they'll start being focused on their own path and everything like that, and they'll just see that person as gone. They don't care, right? And that's why I advise you all to set goals, right? Rough goals. They don't have to be like set in stone, but like goals that you can head towards and stuff like that, or things you want to do. Now, I'm not saying you're even in a position to make goals, right? You might be in a position where you're working 50 hours a week, you're looking after a child, and you can't even, and you may be struggling and everything like that, right? But still have goals that you're aiming towards, whether it's saving that money each week. If you can save a small amount, and then over the year it will come to this, then other things will come your way. Like, just have your mindset focused on something, right? And that's the thing. That's what it's all about. That's the answer to life. Finding fulfillment. Like, obviously, I think, like, people, there is an evolution of the soul and everything, right? And through time, I think we're evolving. In some ways, we're going backwards, but in some ways, we're going forwards. But I think that, obviously, you have biological things where you can't reproduce after a certain time and stuff for women and stuff like that, right? But still, what I'm saying is, I think people are getting more established now in life. This is what's happening. They're focusing on their careers, or they're focusing on things, and they're having children later. Many of you have had children young, because I've spoken to you, but I'm just saying a lot of people are taking more time out. So this is why I say, let someone prove themselves to you. Not that they have to prove like everything to you and that, but I mean, hear me out. Like, they have to be deemed worthy. Like, you have to see they're worthy. Don't get overly excited about someone new you meet. If they find you rude, or they find you disinterested, or whatever like that, like, just don't get overly emotionally invested in someone or something, right? I'm telling you, they can knock you off the path, right? And this is a vital warning, okay? Certain affiliations, even friends, right? It's not just romantic relationships, it's friendships, it's all types of affiliation that you have. You can meet someone at work that you know, you fall into a toxic habit or something. You can fall into different patterns in your life by the company you're keeping around you, right? And you see, you don't realize God's there for protection. Look at the signs, right? You can be, how can I put this? How can I break this down? Okay, you could be one. You could have your whole sight set on something. It doesn't have to be a person. You can have your whole sight set on something. Like, oh, you're gonna go and do this, right? Or you're gonna go and do that. All right, let me say this. Let me use the money example. You're gonna go to the casino, right? I know many of you don't gamble, but just hear me out. You're gonna go to the casino, or you're gonna play some poker, or you're gonna do something, right? And you're gonna spend this money, but something happens, like where you can't go to the casino that day, right? Because that's what it is a gamble, some of these things that we take in life. So you don't go. Okay, you don't go to the casino. Alright? People are, maybe you missed the bus, maybe there were some toxic people, whatever. There was something going on. And you'll notice that you do something else to that money you were going to spend on that day that could have got frivolously spent. Right? And then, you know, you get a huge amount of benefit, either monetary or from own self-fulfillment, right? You get like even a fulfillment out of doing something, right? And you do something that you've been putting off for a long time, or you do something happens, right? And you realize that this is like a protection that's happening, okay? So look for these signs, all right? Look for these signs that are happening around you, where it's like, now God's leading you in another direction. You wasn't meant to go to the casino that day. It wasn't meant to happen. Right, you missed the bus, you missed the last bus, whatever. I'm just saying, just use that example. That's what these situationships are like, right? These situations with people, these endeavors that we go on, right? These low vibrational things that we engage in, right? All of these things, God protects you and takes you away from that, right? So don't be caught up on someone or something, okay? Now, I know I've gone a bit off topic of the soulmate thing, but it's the same concept. Right? Believing this is the thing we should do, and this is the thing we should. That's why I gave that example. It might be going a bit deep, but like, that's what it is, right? And it's all about focusing on your own vision. Right? It's focusing on your own vision. You'll notice that things just happen for your benefit. You know, these relationships end. These choices you were gonna make, maybe bad choices, right? You get protected away from. Okay, honestly, look out for it. So just don't believe in this soulmate thing. Let someone prove themselves to you. Let them see them. Let them become, you know, where you deem them worthy. But still, don't give someone your whole heart more than God. You know, put God above every word. Put God above, or the universe, put that above other people. It's hard to do, but try and do it. Okay, try and do it. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like further support, you can always reach out for the Zion membership. And my EP has just been released. The links for that are in the description box below for the other channel, for the music channel. And like I said, that it's something I wanted to try another angle to spread a message, right? And I've learned from your experiences and everything like that, who I've spoke to and everything like this. So I just crafted this together. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.